Hey everybody, Tyler here at the Evinced Cafe. Have you heard accessibility people talk about shifting left? It sounds odd, but it's actually pretty important. Stay tuned and I'll show you just how. Okay, so you can sort of say that developers work at a factory. They write the code, they check the code to make sure it works, they pass it on to other people to check the code more, and then somebody loads it on a truck for the customers. Then, once a year, another company comes in to check the code for accessibility, after it's left the building. Bananas, right? Developers want to shift all this to the left. That is, to test accessibility along with everything else at the same time before customers see it. It's faster, it's better, it's not easier, at least before Evinced. Here's why. Here we are inside a UI test automation framework looking at an old-style accessibility test. A developer at a big company might have thousands of these. This one just goes to a travel site and opens dropdowns for accommodation type, city, and date. Now, to test this flow with existing legacy tools like X, you need to add an accessibility check for each element in the test, like so. Note that we just asked for 3 reports from one test. Somebody, hopefully not you, will have to manually deduplicate all the issues in those reports. And what happens if a developer has a complicated test that exercises the UI of multiple pages and multiple elements? Yep, they have to code up a scan and a report for every one of those interactions. It's this extra hassle that's been holding accessibility testing back. Now, let's look at how Evinced handles this. Here's the original test code. For Evinced's automation SDK to work, all you have to do with each test is nothing. That's right. With Evinced, you don't touch your tests at all. Not when you create them, not if your site changes, and not if the element names change. You set Evinced up as an extendable class inside your framework before you write your first test. Then, in your files, Evinced will run alongside your functional test regardless of how many you have, whether it's 10 or 10,000. You get one report that's nicely organized and automatically deduplicated. And if later you add or modify a test with lots of UI interactions, there's no need to worry. Evinced has your back and will be checking accessibility on your new test automatically for every single interaction on every single page. So now developers can do what they always wanted to do, which is add accessibility testing directly into all the other testing that developers are doing. Developers will know their code is accessible even before it gets to QA. In the end, it turns out that to shift left, you just need to turn the corner. That's all for today, folks. See you next time right here at the Evinced Cafe.